All right, welcome to our Scout Zone. It feels impossible that we're wrapping up Roundup reunion one more time, but this is always such a special night to be together. So, Karen?
Right. We'll hope for the best. Thank you all for coming to Vermont to share in the excitement and the fun of the reunion and to celebrate all the Roundups. We hope you have created many new memories to go with your old ones. I thought we were going to be in the dining hall, and I wanted to thank the wait staff and all the people over there. So if you see them tomorrow, tell them how grateful we are for their care. I'm going to read what I wrote because I thought it said what we're all thinking. If you have enjoyed this week together, if you are in awe of the generosity to which we have been treated, inspired by the words of our speakers who have challenged our thinking, and enriched by the friendships you have made or renewed, if you are going home 5 pounds heavier and you're alive thanks to our good food, if Vermont will forever have a special place in your hearts, please join me in applauding our host from Basin. Next, I would like to recognize the members of the planning committee. I don't know, it's a different experience to plan something like this on a Zoom. And with Sharon's leadership, I think we did a good job. If you are a member of the planning committee, would you please stand and wave your hand so we can recognize? These wonderful friends have been the nucleus for all of our reunions, starting in 1997 when Sharon Beatty was the new CEO for the Girl Scouts of Vermont. Sharon was too young to have been a Roundupper herself, but she thought that we needed to celebrate the 35th anniversary of the 1962 Roundup, which was held here at Button Bay. And as I remember, there were about 35 of us at that first reunion, and we all camped at Button Bay. There have been a total of 8 wonderful reunions since then, 6 of them here in Vermont, and many of you have been a big part of those, and we say thank you to all of you. I catch my breath. The memorable Broadway musical Cats gave us the song Memories. Who could forget those haunting lyrics? Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She is smiling alone. In the lamplight, the withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Memory, all alone in the moonlight, I can dream of the old days. Life was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let that memory live again. Someone once said, God gave us memories that we might have roses in December. And someone else said, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a memory is priceless. The 50s and 60s gave us some wonderful memories. Yet some families never owned their own home, wore Levi's, set foot on a golf course, traveled out of the country, or owned a credit card. My parents never drove me to school. Girls wore pants to school only on snowy days. And then we had to change the skirts before school started. The neighbors left their doors unlocked most of the time. And in the summer, we would play outside all day, only to come in when Mother called us to dinner. Mercurochrome was the cure for all and I was supposed to accomplish something before I could be proud of myself. Please stand if you attended the 1956 Roundup. Nancy, will you join lead us in singing Whenever You Make a Promise?
And we'll do it in a round.
Sure.
It's a 4-part, as I remember. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We'll sing it all the way through first. And then right here with me. Okay? Right about there. Right about there.
Ere you make a promise, consider well its importance, and when made, engrave it upon your heart. Whenever you make a promise, consider well its importance,
Okay, the 1956 Roundup. For some 5,000 girls and 1,000 leaders, 1956 brought the opportunity to travel to faraway Michigan. And for a girl from Opelika, Alabama, I should say, that was far away. Okay, we weren't sure what we were getting into at that time. Can you hold this blanket?
Sure. Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. We weren't sure what we were getting to because there'd never been a Roundup before, but we honed our camping skills and we ironed our dress uniforms to travel by train to Highland State Recreation Area near Milford, Michigan, in southeast part of the state. We sang it in the Natural Amphitheater. We marched with flags on the 4th of July and danced the American Girl Polka at the American pageant. Olivia Layton, Girl Scout National President, addressed us saying, "You are dreaming a dream we have all dreamed." And I want to share a few memories with you of that 56 Roundup. One was that on the train ride up there, my main memory of that wonderful train ride, other than not getting much sleep, was that they didn't know how to do scrambled eggs the way my mother did. I think the most special thing about our troop was the fact that the year before, in 1955, there had been regional encampments throughout the country. My state was part of Region 5. Our encampment was in Louisiana, Chico State Park. Well, our council did not have tents for us to camp in. So our ED, her husband, was an executive with Pepperell Manufacturing Company, which was a textile mill. And he got for us one of those heavy-duty double-needle machines, and in her basement, they got army duck material, and we made our tent. Some of us were sewing, some of the others were making fire starters or doing other things. But anyway, the tents were pretty sway back. Okay, I think this Roundup, according to articles I have read, that's when swaps were first introduced, and it's continued to be the thing every time Girl Scouts get together. This swap that I'm wearing, it's the state of Michigan. I don't know if you see it. Anyway, this came from that Roundup. And I still have some of those swaps from that original, first Roundup. I think the big thing for us was the movie star that we saw. We had Charleston Heston. Now, girls nowadays who is Charleston Heston. He had just finished making the Ten Commandments. Wow. And so he related a lot of that experience to us, and we thoroughly enjoyed him. The other thing I remember about the encounter was that when we got there, we had to do a swim test so they could put us in different sections. Well, the water in the lakes in Michigan are not like the water in the lakes in Alabama. It was crazy. I got in and I did my qualifying run. I never got back in the water. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to share with you on that 56 Roundup. So I will pass it on to the next one.
The Roundup Round was written especially for the Oakland, California Patrol at the 1956 Roundup. Please join us in singing that Roundup Round again.
Keep our same sections. We'll sing it through one time, and then each group will sing it through twice more. Okay? I'm right about there, okay? Maybe a little high. Right up there, and there, okay, everybody. All the way through one time, and then two parts.
Round up good fellowship, service and cheer. Round up the aims we hold so dear. Our hearts are high with adventure. Joy that resounds as we sing. Sing out our roundup round. Round up good fellowship, service and cheer. Round up the aims we hold so dear. Our hearts are high with adventure. Joy that resounds as we sing. Sing out our roundup round. Round up good fellowship, service and cheer. Round up the aims we hold so dear. Our hearts are high with adventure. Joy that resounds as we sing. Sing out our roundup round. Round to the aims we hold so dear. Our hearts are high with adventure. Joy that resounds as we sing. Sing out our roundup round.
Do you remember black and white television? Do you remember the black and white television and the station that went off the air after the national anthem at 10 p.m.? Yeah. We had one television for the whole family, and no one had heard of a cell phone. As children, we survived riding in cars without seat belts or car seats and airbags. Remember ignition switches on the dashboard and hand signals?
Please stand if anyone were at the Roundup at 59 in Colorado Springs. Some 8,500 girls and 1,500 adults were thrilled to be chosen, as I was, to attend the second Roundup held at the foot of Pikes Peak near Colorado Springs. We were proud to raise the first 49-star flag, welcoming Alaska into the United States and statehood. Hawaii came later that year. We toured the Air Force Academy, the Garden of the Gods, and ate in a Western barbecue dinner at the Flying W, which later took all the flagpoles and used them in their construction. Experiences with Girl Guides from around the world made international friendship come alive for every girl. Is there anybody that went? Is there anyone that went to that roundup, want to give us a, you want to tell them a story? Okay, you want to try it anyway?
One of the things I remember was we came in all sorts of transportation, cars, trains, etc. And we had one patrol that made arrangements and they came by covered wagon and horse.
Anybody else?
It hailed on the 4th of July. Blew half the tents down.
And does everybody remember when their experience had kitchen flies?
Yeah.
Well, in Colorado, we saw them fly in the winds.
Nancy? Please join us in singing the theme song from the 59 Roundup, The Road Winds Upward All the Way.
Okay, everybody. Oh, the
road winds upward all the way. The winds are fresh and fair. The shining sky reaches heaven high in the mountain air. Oh, the world lies east, the world lies west. The horizon never ends. And oh, we all love our homeland best. There's room in our hearts for friends.
Hi, my name is Dee Vitale, and I attended the 1962 Roundup. If you attended the 1962 Roundup here in Button Bay, Vermont, please stand. We had 10,000 girls from all over the United States and 10 foreign countries. Who ever heard of buttons like the ones we found in Lake Champlain? They sort of blamed us for taking them off. Our theme was honor the past, serve the future. Rounduppers arrived traveling by train wearing full dress uniforms, including hats and white gloves. Girls were supported by the United States Army, including 114 military police, with 14 shower units, 459 shower heads, squirting only cold water. And there was something about helicopters flying overhead. What a thrill to have Maria Von Trapp as our guest speaker as we sang together, Music Shall Live. I hear a song coming on. And then we have Virginia too.
Okay, Music Shall Live, we all know this. I think it's 4 parts. And let's keep with the parts we've got, okay? 1 time through and then twice through in the parts, okay? Don't worry about there.
All things shall perish from under the sky. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live, never to die. All things shall perish from under the sky. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone never to die.
A brief memory for me from that roundup was the very first night. My job was to take the garbage, the refuse, to the garbage dump. And I met a very special lifelong friend because that was her job too. She was from Denver, Colorado at the time. Her name was Susie Bennett then. And we met on top of that garbage dump, sang a couple of songs, and the rest, as they say, is history. The theme for the 1962 Roundup was There We Would Be. Y'all remember that?
Okay. But instead, we're going to sing, 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 sing. Come, my friends, and sing with me. That was the first choice. There We Would Be was the second choice, but it's 4 verses long. Okay? You all remember sing, sing, sing? We sang it the other night. Come right about there.
Sing, 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 come my friends and sing with me. Round up your voices, fill the air with music free. If you like to hike and play, help folks out along the way, then you should come on, my friends, and sing with me.
Alrighty. The 60s brought many changes. Who can forget the assassination of President Kennedy or the U.S. commitment in Vietnam that deepened? Prayer in schools was declared unconstitutional. What were 33s, 45s, and 78s? The post office announced 5-digit zip codes and 2-letter abbreviations for the states.
The fourth and last roundup was held at Farragut State Park on the shores of beautiful Lake Pend Oreille in Idaho. And by the way, it wasn't Farragut State Park when we were there. The state park was developed later after the roundup. We provided the beginning infrastructure. 5 million pounds of freight and baggage were brought to a site for the 8,960 senior scouts and 2,000 adults. Potlatch, the ceremonial giving of gifts carried out by the Indians of the Northwest, replaced swaps as a sharing event. The Avenue of Flags was the scene of impressive color ceremonies every morning and evening. Each patrol girl planted a pine tree, 1,084 in all, to thank Idaho for its hospitality. Margaret Price, National President of GSUSA, and Robert Smiley, the Governor of Idaho, addressed the 2 arena events.
A memory you want to share with us?
All right, now I'm supposed to share a memory. Well, like most of you, if you rode the train to Roundup, you'll never forget it. I went from Florida, so my train was on the tracks for about as long as any of the trains going to Idaho. The train started in Miami, picked up girls along the East Coast. I got on in Jacksonville. In Atlanta, we picked up more cars from the East Coast. And Chicago, we picked up even more cars from the East Coast. From Chicago on out, it was a Girl Scout train all the way, complete with what we called cattle cars, where they served us our food.
Lima beans.
With long lines down both sides of the train. We stopped at Yellowstone, again, for a girl from very rural Florida. Even though my parents had taken me traveling, this was quite an adventure. One thing that I wonder if we could even do this today, because I know there were a few adults on the train, but definitely not helicopter adults to watch over what we did. We were responsible for ourselves. And we did fine. Nobody was left anywhere. Out of Yellowstone, out of Chicago. We had a great time on the train. Let's see. Join in singing the 65 theme song. Roundup is here. Nancy? Oh, it's 65ers. Stand up. Sorry.
Remember this one? Sea Fryers? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Raise the record? Yes, sir. Okay. Sing the second verse? Along with it? Yes. Let's do the first verse early, let's sing the second verse a little later, okay? Right about there, raise the rafters, well, no, right. Now that's it.
Raise the rafters when you nation, Roundup is here. Let your hearts and hearts proclaim it, Roundup is here. Hip, hip, hooray, today's the day the rainbow's end is found. From Maine to California, yeah, we're Roundup bound. Beat the drum and blow the bugle, shout it loud and clear. Roundup is coming, it's coming, it's coming. Roundup is coming, it's coming, it's coming. Roundup is here.
Paraphrased from the Pax Lodge songbook is the song A Promise. Today I went back to see it again, to woods and lakes and leaves. And I heard the whispering summer wind speak through the friendly trees. I saw the path that moonbeams take across the silent lake. My friends and I, we followed there, trailing its silver wake. I saw again the tents on the hill, the lantern's yellow glow, and nighttime voices call to me, singing free and low. I heard the notes of taps ring out, re-echoes from the sod. I stopped for a moment, bowed my head, and made my peace with God. I wanted to be here just once more and promise once again that if only in my brightest dreams I will come back again. Today I have come back to see it again. I stopped along memory's way to say how much you mean to me, Roundup and Button Bay. Memories are a way of holding on to things that you love, things that you are, and the things you never want to lose. Thank you for joining us as we have celebrated our shared Roundup memories. Now from the hills of Michigan and the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, from the shores of Lake Champlain and the Green Mountains of Vermont, and from Lake Platte, Lake Ponderay, and the Bitterroot Mountains of Idaho, the light of a Roundup lives on in each one of us.
All 16 once more.
What this back? All 16 once more. You want it? Can I go 16 once more?
Okay. Now, are you really ready to sing? Yes. This wasn't too enthusiastic. Well, we heard this afternoon at lunchtime, a song that was chosen in 1941. He doesn't say we will not be singing that one. The one that was chosen as the second choice, all right? Girl Scouts together. All right, about there.
Girl Scouts together, that is our song. Winding the old trails, rocky and long, learning our motto, living our creed. Girl Scouts together in every good deed. Girl Scouts together, happy are we. Friendly to neighbors, far o'er the sea. Faithful to country, loyal to home. Known as true Girl Scouts wherever we roam.
hopefully anybody online that might be joining us, please sing along if you feel so moved. Let's sing the Ash Grove. That was the #1 song picked by the Roundupers a couple of years ago at a reunion. So those of you that know the harmony on that, please sing along with that, okay? We'll do one verse of Ash Grove. Right about there. I think that'll do it. Maybe we can find the harmony? Nope. Nope. Oh, let's turn off the cell phones or turn the silence or whatever. Okay, thank you. Where was I? Ash Grove. Right about there.
Yonder green valleys where streamlets meander, where twilight is fading, I pensively roam, or at the bright noontide in solitude wander, amidst the dark shades of the lonely ash grove. 'Tis there where the blackbird is cheerfully singing, each warbler enchants with his notes from a tree. Ah, then little think I of sorrow or sadness, the ash grove entrancing spells beauty for me.
Oh, thank you. I want that. Gotta check my list here. How about Peace of the River?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember this? We haven't even done this week? I don't think we have. Peace I Ask of the Old River. There's some really good harmony for this. So let's, right about there, I think that's pretty good. That might take time. Okay.
Peace I ask of thee, O river, peace, peace, peace. When I learn to live serenely, cares will cease. From the hills I gather courage, visions of the day to me, strength to lead and faith to follow. All are given unto me. Peace I ask of thee, O river. Peace, peace, peace.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Where was this? Right there? Oh, yeah. Okay. What was it? Oh, I'm at Walk Shepherdess Walk. A lot of these songs tonight, probably because they're on our top list, but the harmonies are really nice. They feel really good in harmonies. Thank you very much. Okay, Walk Shepherdess Walk. Right about there, I think. Everybody.
Walk, shepherdess, walk, and I'll walk too, to find the ram with the ebony horn and the gold-footed ewe, the ram with fleece of silver, like summer sea foam, the weather with a crystal bell that leads them all home. So walk,
and my list says,
How about swinging along? That one? Okay. Everybody still have that energy to do singing? That's okay. Swinging along. There's a two-part. And you all get to be part one. You all get to be part two. And then after we all finish, then we switch, right? And everybody knows where, well, we know where we're going to start here, where I tell you to. Oh, and then you all come in. The wrong thing, is going to my head. Go on. This is the trial here. Swing. Okay, are you ready up here? So you come in really fast, but I'll try to bring you in, okay? Right, wait, what are we gonna do? Swinging. That's gonna look swinging about there, is that good? Swing along.
Swing along the open road, swinging along the sky that's clear, swinging along the open road in the fall, in the fall, in the fall of the year. Swing along, swing along, swing along the open road, all in the fall of the year. Swing along the open road, swinging along the sky that's clear, swinging along the open road in the fall, in the fall, in the fall of the year. Swinging along, swinging along, swinging along the open road, all in the fall of the year.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Okay, so we haven't done music shall live. That's a good round for us to do. Music shall live. I never remember 3 or 4. Three parts. Music shall live. Let's go through it one time, and then we'll go back to the original groups here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? 4 right there. Okay, 4. We'll sing it through once, and then each group sing it through twice. Okay? After that, come right about there. I think there's a good spot to start.
All things shall perish from under the sky. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live, never to die. All things shall perish from under the sky. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live, never to die. All things shall perish from under the sky. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live, never to die. Music alone shall live, never to die. Music alone shall live, never to die. Music alone shall live, never to die.
Was that 3 parts or 4 parts?
it came out fine.
How do you remember? Pardon me. How do you remember barges? Oh. How many verses do we know? 2 verses. I forget this. Right about there. Too low for anybody? Everybody? Right about there. Okay, out of my window looking in the night.
Out of my window looking in the night, I can see the barges flickering light. Silently flows the river to the sea, and the barges to go silently. Barges, I would like to go with you. I would like to sail the ocean blue. Barges, have you treasures in your hold? Do you fight with pirates brave and bold? Out of my window, looking in the night, I can see the barges' flickering light. Starboard shines green and port is glowing red. I can see the barges far ahead. Barges, I would like to go with you. I would like to sail the ocean blue. Barges, have your treasures in your hold. Do you fight with pirates brave and bold?
Okay, how about white coral bells? We're going to do a lot of rounds because I love the harmony people put together here. Okay, white coral bells. Okay, how many parts are there? 1,000. 1,000 parts. Okay, so here we go. Okay, white coral bells, 4 parts. You all get to do 1. You all get to be 2. You all get to be 3. And you all up here get to be 4. Okay? Let's do it through once and then sing it through twice in each of our parts, okay? White coral bells. That's right, we're going to get it. I'm thinking that's going to be low. That's good. Okay, it's going to be there.
White coral bells upon a slender star, lilies of the valley deck my garden wall. Oh, don't you wish that you could hear them ring? That will happen only when the fairies sing. White coral bells upon a slender star, white coral bells deck my garden wall. White coral bells upon a slender star, white coral bells upon a slender star. Lilies of the valley deck my garden wall. Oh, don't you wish that I could hear them ring? That will when the fairies sing. White coral bells upon a slender star. Lilies of the valley deck my garden wall. Oh, don't you wish that you could hear them sing? That will happen only when the fairies sing.
Oh, you both sound so good. I just love the way you sing. I love being here with you all this week. This is wonderful. How about whenever you make a promise? Okay. 4 parts. Three parts and too many 4 parts, and I can't remember which ones are which. I sing it all the way through to myself. Whenever you make a promise, let's keep those same parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once through together, and then twice. Okay?
Whenever you make a promise, consider well its importance. And when made, engrave it upon your heart. Whenever you make a promise, consider well its importance. Consider
thought the rest of them were easy. You know, oh, make new friends. I think we did that a little bit this week. And got to meet some good old friends again. What am I hearing? I have a long list of songs for us to sing. Remember, I had 5 songbooks here the other night. So we're going to sing every one of these songs. No, we're not. I won't pass that along. That's 4 parts? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everybody got that? 1 through, and then the parts, okay? Right about there, make new friends.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. But keep the old. One is silver and the other's silver and the other's friends. But keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold.
Okay, we had a request for Sarah Sponda. How many of you remember that? Okay. Are there some actions with that? No. I remember the smokes, okay. We're supposed to sing that all the way through? Is it parts? It's just, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm a long time. Two parts, yeah. Okay. You all over here remember the boonda part? There's the boondas over here. You're going to start, and then we swap on that, don't we? Yes. Okay, second time around, they'll do the boondas, and you all over on this side of the room do the song. Okay. We start with the boondas, right? And no, oh, here. Well, let's get on the boat, right? Well, it just says the yeah. The alpha part comes down. Okay? This was the boondas over here, right? Okay, 3 boondas, and then you all come in. Was that too high, or was that about right? Ready over here? Ready over here? 3 times?
Boonda, 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 Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, red zed zed. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, red zed zed. Adore-yo, adore bunde-yo, adore bunde, red zed zed. Ase paseo, boonda, 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 Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, red zed zed. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, red zed zed. Adore-yo, adore bunde-yo, adore bunde, red zed zed. Ase paseo.
All right. That sounded good. Okay. Kumbaya. I say that for the campfire. Okay. Okay. How about witchcraft? And we're going to wrap this up in here, and then we're going to go out for the fireworks, and then we're going to do campfire. So we'll save a bunch of other songs for the campfire. Okay? We're going to just like each campfire lights and do a few things like that. Okay, witchcraft. Got about right. Too high, too low. Witchcraft.
There were witchcraft, I made 2 wishes. A to welcome me when I'm returning home. But in this real world, there is no witchcraft, and golden wishes do not grow on trees. Our fondest daydreams must be the magic to welcome back those heavenly memories. Memories that linger, constant and true. Memories we cherish, proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for being with us. We are headed out to the decks on the other side of the lodge to see the fireworks. Chance has already got a text saying that they are happening at 8:30. I had asked for 8:45 to give us enough time over there to get over there, right? But we do need to move in that direction. I just looked, it was not raining 1 minute ago. Thank you all for your beautiful scene, and thank you for joining us.